Hey guys, Selly here. Most of you that are connected to me here on the Facebook group are here because you wanted credit repair. Well, I've got good news. We set aside $200,000 for our Pay It Forward program, so all of you can get credit repair with nothing out of pocket, which is the first bullet point on this slide. Credit repair with nothing out of pocket. Essentially, it means we're going to spend $2,500 to get your credit repaired in 45 days or less. And then when you go into funding, you're going to pay us back $5,000, which is going to double our money, which means that you can receive an average of $150,000 in funding just 45 days from the time that you get all your paperwork filled out, and it's only going to essentially cost you $5,000, and you're going to have an awesome fundable credit score. Now, what would you do? Why would you want that funding? Even though I have a typo in that third bullet, use personal funding to begin corporate funding. We can get $350,000 to $500,000 in corporate funding. What's great about corporate funding is it's not connected or tied to your personal credit score, which means that you have a strong layer of protection because nobody can come after your personal assets. Now, once you get that $500,000, you can pay off all of your personal funding, your credit score is going to jump, and now you have a chunk of cash that you can double anytime you want. And how do we do that? Again, we do that with our Pay It Forward program. So the personal FICO funding is feeding the corporate funding, and then the corporate funding can come back around and feed the personal funding. Let me give you a better example. I have a client in Texas that has a rolling paper company. He wants $100,000 to expand his rolling paper business because, the cannabis industry is taking off and he needs to update things in order to get more coverage for his business and make more sales. He's interested in personal funding. He has a high credit score already. He doesn't need the credit repair. He's ready to go into funding. And we know we can get him $200,000. He only needs $100,000. So we're going to get him the $200,000. He's going to have the $100,000 that he needs for his rolling paper business. He's going to start at least a few corporations, which are $20,000 each. So say he spends $40,000 of the remaining $100,000 that's left over on 2 corporations. We can get up to $500,000 per corporation. Say he gets the max amount of $1 million. He pays off the personal loans with the corporate money, right? So now he's got no liability and risk. His credit score has jumped up. Now he has a chunk of cash which he can double any amount that he chooses with our Pay It Forward program, as well as having capital to do other things, crypto trading, forex trading. There's all kinds of passive ways. As a matter of fact, I've got a program where you can make 7% a week. It's paying like clockwork. It's a trading program, and I am ringing the bell. $40,000 in that program will pay you $2,500 a week. $2,500 a week in that program. That's $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year passively without doing anything. All from the corporate funding. And of course, you can take $200,000 or $300,000 of that corporate funding and double it every 120 days, guaranteed. And again, it requires no effort on your part other than to be smart enough to fill out the paperwork. So let me encourage you guys to go over to the back office. Where is it? Here it is. Go over to the back office. When you log into Peak Funding, if you have a CredX profile, you can log into PeakFundingPro with your CredX login credentials. If you don't know them, just go to PeakFundingPro and then request your password again. When you enter the dashboard, it's going to be corporate funding. All you've got to do to get the credit repair is click on this button and then go through the steps. Fill out all this paperwork to get your credit fixed. Now, if you want to double your money now, while you're getting your credit repaired, you can click over to the corporate program, and then you can basically loan us any amount that you want, and whatever you loan us, we're going to double in 120 days. You can start at $200 and you can go all the way up to $20,000. I recommend everybody get their own corporation if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, then you're going to want to go into personal funding and get the money that you need to start your own corporation. Or if you're a top marketer, you can start promoting the corporate program. You're going to make 30% of whatever your clients loan us. Someone loans us $1,000 because they want to double their $1,000 in 120 days. You're going to make $300. And so on and so forth, upwards of $20,000. Folks, I hope you're getting excited. I've been talking about this for a while. I told all of you that this is going to be my last program, that I'm going to semi-retire on this program. My short-term goal is to have 10 of my own personal corporations in the next year, in 2019. 10 corporations will get me $5 million in funding, and with $5 million access, I'm going to be able to do a lot of amazing things, from the hard money lending where I double the money to all kinds of other projects that I'm excited about. Go over to PeakFundingPro.com. Create the profile if you already haven't. If you have a profile, by all means log in and get started on the credit repair. Let me also point out that the credit repair, right, our Pay It Forward program is first come, first serve. And I've got $200,000 slated for all of you to come on board and get your credit fixed as soon as possible. And we will see you guys on the flippity flop. God bless.